Hi everyone and welcome to the behind the scenes of my latest short film. We'll be looking at the budget of this supposedly no budget short film and how much it actually cost. For a long time I've been trying to come up with a story that was simple, minimal on locations and actors while still having a theme that I cared about. So when I had the idea for Trapped, I got writing straight away. It was instantly apparent that I was going to need a set. Luckily I had enough space in my garage for what I had in mind. I already owned most of the tools required for this build, but to sum them up, here they are. A hammer, a mallet, a cheap drill, earmuffs, and a handsaw, and a couple of bags of different size nails and screws. I needed a decent amount of wood for this, which would have been costly. Thankfully it was winter here, so I went scavenging in an industrial area for pallets left out for firewood. After a few weeks of collecting I had a good pile of wood. Taking apart all the pallets was a lot of work, though through trial and error I discovered the best way was to take to it with a mallet. For some of the shots in the film, I knew I was going to need more space inside the set for the camera, so I designed one of the walls to be detachable.
What do you mean that wall comes off?
Are you gonna say, oh,
That's pretty sick.
There's a couple of ways around this, though a way I've been wanting to try out on something for a while is using wooden nails. That way I can build the setup and then when I need to remove the wall I can just pull the nails out and have more space. Okay.
ta-da!
I know some filmmakers out there don't like using storyboards.
I do not use a storyboard. I think it's an instrument of the cowards.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I, however, find storyboards to be extremely useful. I've never had time to board every scene in a film before, and this was no exception, which made the second half of the film a bit more daunting to shoot than the first.
Then it's fine.
A friend of mine, Yoshi, is an actor, so I sent him a copy of the script and asked if he was interested and if he'd do it for free. Gratefully he was, so I flew him down and accommodated him while he was here. We hit up trusty Kmart the night before to find a costume. I had something in mind, but tried to be open to ideas. Waiting for Yoshi to be here meant that we didn't have to worry about the costume not fitting. For props, once again I turned to Kmart, where I found the foam bat and the dog bowls, and the dog food was just from the supermarket. For the light fitting, which is technically a prop, I went to Bunnings and I found an outdoor light with a fitting inside it. This is all well and good, but I don't think it's going to be bright enough for what I want to do. So I found this old thing, which has bigger numbers on it. Let's see if it works. I know it works. I tested it before I started recording. Boom. That will go there, and that will go there. This is the main light for the entire film. We are getting there. The cage around the light fitting served another purpose. We'd forgotten the belt that the character was supposed to use as a tool while trying to escape, but the cage was right there and I think it actually worked better. I ran out of time to do location scouts, but I got both lucky and unlucky with the beach scene, but I'll show that in part 2, linked below.
Wow.
In the story, the character yells for help.
Help me!
So I let the neighbours know that this was going to be happening so they didn't get worried and notified the police as well, so that we didn't get in trouble. So the total budget so far is on screen because I haven't calculated that yet. The biggest lesson learnt for me on this production would be plan more in pre-production and do location scouts. If you want to see the rest of the budget breakdown and the on-set behind the scenes, there'll be a link in the description or maybe even on screen and you can go watch it. Have a good one. Cheers.